cause I'm on the East Main vein towards where they can attain what's necessary. Hey, one day I see my cemetery, very scary could that thought be if I wasn't in tune with the fact that until that day I will bloom. Another room is developed to construct other things. The road to success is under construction, so we might just get into another track, make it spin. Actually, it's binary encoded, transmission on this frequency, transduction, the function is what you see, but it's okay. ETN was BBP, that's why you might see it if you go to DAVIDTYRELL.ME or calm. Stay calm, drop bombs. A little quiet, no need to create a riot. I still want to see things put in a better perspective, but let's vibe. Not an elective, but just objectives. Get to a different set of directives. Change up executives who will do what's necessary to fulfill their obligations to the nation, where it comes to the elements by which it would improve the patience that goes towards those who are growing, and then maybe reaping what they're sowing by knowing that if they are in that zone, it's prone to be shown that they might have to improve the quality of that which leads to their home, so they know how to get it home to a point where the property value would increase. Speaking of that, there's gonna be some efforts to improve the infrastructure of these Jamaican streets. That's why I tried to have my pop on the beats. Could have been shut down by C51 because they don't like how I be speaking the REALITY, me. Because they see something that they don't want to make. It's okay. Next track. Let's vibe. No fake.
They say the sky's the limit, yet I'm miles past the Milky Way. Reaching to a place no Sadamas can't even illustrate. My mind drifts away as it cruises down the interstate. Welcome to the game of life, next stop paradise. Chilling with a couple spliffs, rolling like a paradise. TNC molecules in my cranium like parasites. Moment of honesty, all I hear is lies. Cause if you hot as fuck, then how the fuck are you scared of heights? Why? I don't know, but every day amazes me to see that these MCs are slaves to the mainstream. I ain't calling no one out, I just speak the truth. And the fact that I even wrote the shit for you is proof. I go beyond underground, reaching deep below the roots to develop a kind of flow more dope than a line of blow, combined with the mighty force, stronger than a lion's roar. Bars made of gold, now these niggas think I'm Midas. Whoa. Just let the good times roll by slow, is a human being living in our own time zone. Just let the good times roll by slow, is a human being living in our own time zone. Let's vibe, get high. Musical vibration through your insides, from your intestines to your enzymes. One love from the 416 to the 905. This ain't no trend, better tell your friends. This reckless epidemic's never coming to an end. It's hunting season on your ducks and rabbits, let them have it. My material stays hard like leather jackets. This ain't a joke, I'll slap you just for laughing. They ain't here for amusement, fuck a main attraction. You ignorant clown should shut your mouth and listen. Put the fun and games aside, here's some wisdom for your system as we switch the focus towards the clear picture. We all born sinners, fuck obsession with money. You must be hungry like a gold digger. Go figure, every time you don't make sense, I'm $5 richer. Friends become the enemies eventually, with hearts colder than December. So always remember, there is no I in team, nor is there I in I. You must rely on your mind and accept it as your guide in life. Just let the good times roll by slow, is a human being living in our own time zone. Just let the good times roll by slow, is a human being living in our own time zone. Let's vibe, get high. Musical vibration through your insides, from your intestines to your enzymes. One love from the 416 to the 905.
All right. So, with the conflict going on in the forum, headed by Coffin Dodger, man, am I the only one who wonders why they have to update these applications so frequently? Everything pretty much shuts down around the holidays, and they decide when that is. But be sure to check out letsbeef.com and see the battle. Monty Mula versus Han Dolo. Again, Manimula versus Handolo. We have the hottest battles to check out as well. Top tracks and battles ending soon. We'll talk about that the next segment, as well as the top ranked MCs. Top ranked hoods. The top crews have pretty much stayed the same.
Said I'm lost in this world, but I'm learning my role. With my passion trapped inside, I feel it burning my soul. I feel it scratching at my skin, splitting the cracks. But I know once it breaks the surface, I'm not getting it back. So I sit with this pen and this pad. I reflect on my past and times I'd spend with my dad, spend with my mom. On the road, or of us camping upstate, setting up tents in the dark with light from the lamp by the lake. Fast forward to the present and I'm shaky as ever. Trying to formulate a business plan to make me some cheddar. Stuck in constant competition, wishing I could be average. Wishing I could be normal, FOMO, and split with this baggage. Cause I'm alone out in Europe. Plus I'm missing my fam, but I came out for my growth and I gotta stick to the plan. I'm only human, I bleed when I'm cut. Live like I'm not afraid of my casket, I'll leave when it's shut. This phrase. Cause I can use a hand sometimes. Yeah, I could use a hand sometimes. They say pain is an illusion. This is just a bruise and you are just confused. But I am only human. I could use a hand sometimes. I am only human.
Yeah, you're listening to a verbal beat.
You are listening to a verbal beat. It's an Anna Domini beat, but
Gang.
I have
OPG.
right now. I right now have a very important person in my life on the phone. Half of the reason I'm here, or a third if we're counting God into the equation. But the man who taught me a lot of what I know, and he's part of the reason that I have taken some of the direction that I have, contrary to popular belief. So, Dad, or as they heard you when the voicemail came up, Scotty. I didn't really know what to go by. But let's talk about whatever comes to mind. I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes in the youth and life in general. So, can we talk about why you chose Niagara region when you first came over here, or is that even where we first came to? Where you first came to?
When I came first, Niagara was where I came to because the program brought me to Niagara. The farming built, that period farming built.
Okay.
As I know more,
Yes.
then I expand and I know other places.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I migrated to Toronto.
Toronto. Yep. That's where I remember a lot of things up in Toronto. Like, we spent a good 20 plus years out there. So, I mean, seeing the difference from down here to up there was, coming back here, it's actually a better pace for me right now. But there's a lot of things happening in Toronto that maybe scratch my head, but other things that are good. I've actually credited you for some of my political ventures. I've been on this show for about 50 weeks now, not counting the other appearances I've done on a couple of the other shows on this channel. But what was it that was important about politics for you?
More politics
Or community?
was to me a part of my, what I could call it. Politics was, I'm interested in politics because basically that's what runs a country. So for you to have any valid say into or input into anything. You have to be of a political minded, one side or the other. Nobody choose for you, you choose for yourself. You support it and maintain it and move on.
Okay.
And a part of growing for our community, then it's a different thing.
Okay.
Well, not a different thing, another thing is that to approve the government, you have to have people, you have to have a volume of people who support what you're going to embark on. You need people, and not necessarily that they have to be there with you all the time. Just people who agree to what you're doing.
Okay.
And if you can have a few people, if you can have a few bodies with you, traveling them, that will help to soften the blow.
Okay. All right. Now, you were talking about community now, and for a few weeks I've talked about the importance of community and, ideas like a community garden and how beneficial that could be in the long term, but I think it might miss some of the listeners because they might not be able to correlate it to music, but there are a lot of advocates for agriculture where it comes to music, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not just hip hop, like reggae, and I still have that plaque that you got signed by Freddie McGregor. Yeah. So, how did you manage to come across him? Excuse
me.
That's okay. It's like
for me, I know people that I know a lot of people that knows a lot of people.
Okay.
Wherever I go, I am happily accepted. And that's one of the reasons why I bump into so much people. I so many different people. Whether it be politicians, musicians, lawyers, police, you name it.
Okay.
So that's basically what it is.
Okay, and something like that, it has to require a good character, like a sense of, a sense of respect and decency, sensibility. Yes,
Well, that shouldn't be hard to come about because the first to love you have to love yourself. To respect you have to respect yourself. When you have those two things down pat, you don't have much problem because if you know to love yourself, you know to love people. And if you know to respect yourself, which everyone should, then you know to approach people. Because you're going to approach them in a manner in which you would like to be approached. So,
which is where the using honey over vinegar adage comes into play. Sometimes
you have to bite your tongue. You might not be hearing what you want to hear. But then you take another avenue because at some point in time, it comes with patience too. At some point in time, you're going to have to roll back some of your thoughts for later dates and then approach it from a different angle. For a community development state is different. You have to approach it step at a time and don't pass nobody anywhere.
Okay.
Start from the bottom. Now you hear?
Yeah. I hear you.
So if you know the counselor, or if you know your community leader, whatever you have, whatever plans you have, you put it to he or she, and then give it a little time, and then you approach that person again and the next time, the second approach, then you're going to have to go to the